Sziasztok! Itt vagyunk újra a Dragon Age 2 végigjátszásánál, már erősen felfegyverkezve és felpáncélozódva. Fogjuk megtalálni Anderst, úgy látom. És őt fogjuk itt talán megtalálni. Vagy nem, vagy de. Nem tudom, miért nagyon halk a játék egyébként. Tehát meghallgatom a fő témáját a YouTube-on, tök hangos, tök hangos. Pont fordítva szokott lenni sokszor a YouTube-on, szarabb a minőség.
I have made this place a sanctum of healing and salvation. Why do you threaten it?
Strange occupation for a warden. Aren't you more about taint and death, not healing and salvation?
Did the warden send you to bring me back? I'm not going. Those bastards made me get rid of my cat. Poor Sir Pouncelot. He hated the deep roads.
You had a cat named Sir Pouncelot in the deep roads?
Fun.
He was a gift. A noble beast. Almost got ripped in half by a genlock once. He swatted the bugger on the nose. Drew blood too. The blighted warden said he made me too soft. I had to give him to a friend in Amaranthi.
So you came to Kirkwall just to escape the wardens?
You say that like it's a small thing. Yes. I'm here because there's no warden outpost, no darkspawn, and a whole host of refugees to blend in with. And some reasons of my own.
I've always heard that joining the wardens is for life.
That's only partly true. The hopelessly tainted by the darkspawn and plagued by nightmares about the archdemon parts don't go away. But it turns out if you hide well, you don't have to wear the uniform or go to the parties.
I'm part of an expedition into the deep roads. Any information you have could save people's lives.
I will die a happy man if I never think about the blighted deep roads again. You can't imagine what I've come through to get here. I'm not interested. Although, a favor for a favor. Does that sound like a fair deal? You help me, I'll help you.
Let's be more specific. I don't do anything involving children or animals.
I have a warden map of the depths in this area. But there's a price. I came to Kirkwall to aid a friend. A mage. A prisoner in the wretched gallows. The Templars learned of my plans to free him. Help me bring him safely past them, and you shall have your maps.
What do the Templars know of your plans?
I don't know. I had been exchanging notes with Carl through a maidservant in the gallows. Then the letters stopped coming.
You want to make your friend an apostate?
That's such a weighted term. Yes, Andraste said magic should serve man, not rule him. But I've yet to find a mage who wants to rule anything. It goes against no will of the Maker for mages to live as free as other men.
Forcing mages into servitude is not the way to prevent the rise of another Imperium.
That's not usually the response I get. Perhaps we will work together better than I expected.
Tell me about your friend.
His name is Carl Thekla. He was sent here from Ferelden when Kirkwall Circle required new talent. His last letter said the Knight Commander was turning the Circle into a prison. Mages are locked in their cell, refused appearances at court, made tranquil for the slightest crimes. I told him I would come.
Are these accusations true?
Ask any mage in Kirkwall. Over a dozen were made tranquil just this year. The more people you ask, the worse the rumors become.
How do you plan to break him out of the gallows?
I'm hoping it won't come to that. I sent Carl a message to meet me in the Chantry tonight. Maker willing, he'll be there, alone. But if there are Templars with him, I swear I'll free him from them, whatever the cost.
What do the Templars know of your plans?
I don't know. I had been exchanging, then the letters stopped coming.
I'm not sure about attacking Templars. I might rather take my chances with the Darkspawn.
If If we fight the Templars, it is because they decide that anyone who befriends a mage deserves death without questioning.
As just as his cause is, it scares me. I don't want to give the Templars another reason to hunt us.
These are my terms. If you want my aid with your expedition, meet me in the Chantry tonight. I have sent word to Carl to be there. Make her willing, we will all leave free men.
Nem tudom. Ez egy jó kérdés. Bevállaljuk-e? Körkol történet 4. fejezet. A Trenhold család átvette az irányítást a hajós város felett, így a város nagyon átalakult a sárkánykorában. Kevesebb, mint egy héttel azután Marik Teiri visszafoglalta Ferelden trónját az Orlézektől. Mivel ezt egy antívai polgárháború követte, a sokat szidott három királynak korszak és a teminteri puccs, sokan azt gondolták, hogy a sárkánykor elsőprő változásokat hoz majd. Talán ez egy elhamarkodott jóslat volt, ám Körkolba beteljesedett. Trenhold várólovagi rossz tudatú gazember volt, ki átvette a hatalmat egy megfélemlítő hadjárattal, azonban az őt követő fia Perin, sárkány 914-ben még rosszabb volt. Az adók megfizethetetlenek voltak, s Perin Trenhold kifeszítette az ősi láncokat a Körkol kötőjével álló ikrekből, melyek felhasználatlanul hevertek az új szent hadjáratot, ahogy blokkolja a tengeri közlekedést és magas díjakat szedhesse be az orlészhajóktól. A császárság invázióval fenyegetett az ébredő tenger szorosának elzárását követően, és első alkalommal a káptalan arra használta a templáriusokat, hogy nyomást gyakoroljanak a báróra. A templáriusok nem csináltak semmit, egészen addig a pontig, hogy megállítsák Trenszoldat, bármi előképviselték Körkol legnagyobb fegyversereit, megtehették volna. Guilán lovak parancsnok csupán egy megjegyzést fűzött a levelében a mennyei 3. Beatrixot. Nem azért vagyunk itt, hogy beleálltsuk magunkat a politikai ügyekbe, a feladatunk az, hogy megvédjük a várost a rossz szándékú mágián, és nem saját maga ellen. A mennyei atyának, mint a császár barátjának nyilván más elképzelései voltak. Erre válaszul Perin felbérelt egy zsoldosokból álló hadsereget, fegyverletételre kényszerítve a templáriusokat. Megromozták a bitófát és fellógatták Gailan lovakparancsnokot. Ezzel indított egy sorcsatát, melynek végén Perint letartóztatták, s ezzel szakadt a Trenhold család rémuralmának. A templáriusokat hősként dicsőítették, és bár továbbra is ki akartak maradni Körkol ügyeiből, akkor kénytelenek voltak beleszólni. Meredith lovakparancsnok Lord Marmolové Dumárt neveztek Körkol bárójának Sárkánc 921-ben, és a befolyása mai napig megmaradt. És nem tudom, mit csináljak, mert ha fölmegyek, akkor szerintem tesónak okozok vele kárt. Megrézve persze az összes mágusnak. Nehéz kérdés, nehéz válasz rá. Első város, éjszaka. Mindegy, megyünk, azt meglátjuk. Lesz a helyzet. Egyszerre több dolog is van, úgy látom.
No one has left the mansion, but I've heard nothing within. Daenerys may know we're here. I wouldn't put it past him.
Ja, igen, ő volt az rész végén.
He is a magister of the Tevinter Imperium.
Oh, is that all? Nothing to worry about then.
There, he is a wealthy mage with great influence. Here, he is but a man who sweats like any other when death comes for him.
He may have prepared some magical defenses.
They will not keep me from him.
De most le van fixálva. Szerintem így megyünk, mert azt hiszem ő is ilyen vagy két törrel, vagy íjjal operál. Hopp. Fucker, ez mi volt? Hát nyomtam, hogy... milyen francia árnyakkal szövetkezett? Érdekes. Árnyakkal van tele a hely. Kedvenceid nem állíthatnak meg minket. Ó jaj. Ojaj. Nagy állat. Ez nem jó. Ja, gyógycsomag. Ujjaj. Te meg szinte ugrottál. Ez harcos, igazából harcos. De most már jó lesz. Ja, most ezzel vagyok. Démoni öv. Hát ez is eladó. Ugyan, az előbb. Jaj, még van egy csomó pontja. Ja, azt nem láttam. Hát nem. Elültetem. Picikét. Szűk a hely. Mit kiabáltam, őrült. Na, pont egy gyógycsomagra volt szükség. Szűk helyen nem vigyászoknak való. Mert valamiért csak egy hely vár, de én is örülök. Indul a démon. volt olyan vészes. Ó, bakker. Jó vagyok. Először ez kellett, mert Annyit el vagyok.
Gone. I'd hoped... No, it doesn't matter any longer. I assumed Daenerys left valuables behind. Take them if you wish. I need some air.
Van is itt, ahol. Szóval a kereskedő csak járja. Természet feletti jelenség, ez a szép megfogalmazás ennek az undorító szörnynek. Mesés.
It never ends. I escaped a land of dark magic, only to have it hunt me at every turn. It is a plague burned into my flesh and my soul. And now I find myself in the company of even more mages.
You can speak to me directly.
I saw you casting spells inside. I should have realized sooner what you really were. You harbor a viper in your midst. It will turn on you and strike when you least expect. That is in its nature.
My sister is stronger than you think.
You tell him, brother.
I'm not blind. I know magic has its uses, and there are undoubtedly mages with good intentions. But even the best intentioned mage can fall prey to temptation. And then their power is a curse to inflict upon others.
No one's stopping you from moving on, you know.
I imagine I appear ungrateful. If so, I apologize, for nothing could be further from the truth. I did not find Daenerys, but I still owe you a debt. Here is all the coin I have, as Anso promised. Should you find yourself in need of assistance, I would gladly render it.
Are you going to have a problem with my companions?
I will watch them carefully if we travel together. I can promise no more.
Your old master must want something more than just a runaway slave.
He doesn't want me at all, just the markings on my skin. They are lyrium, burned into my flesh to provide the power that Daenerys required of his pet. And now he wishes his precious investment returned, even if he must rip it from my corpse.
Seems like a waste of a perfectly handsome...
Ajaj, ezért a...
The truth is, I know nothing of the ritual that placed these markings on me. It was Daenerys' choice.
Elkezdtem neki udvarolni véletlenül.
I've seen some of your abilities. Do they come from those markings?
Some. All I know is that even in the Imperium, warriors such as myself are rare. Perhaps they believe I should feel honored.
Do you think your master will keep chasing you?
He is too proud not to. Perhaps one day the hunt will cost him more than he is willing to pay, but I doubt that matters any longer.
You said Daenerys is a magister, but little else.
In Tevinter, the Magisters hold all the power. Over the Chantry, over the Imperial Court, over life itself. It is nothing for one to own a slave. Daenerys had many, but none he valued so much as me.
Then how did you get away?
Is it not enough that I did? I carved my path to freedom in blood. I left that life behind. Yet his bounty hunters follow me no matter where I go. I will run no longer.
I'm planning an expedition I might need help with.
Fair enough. Should you ever have need of me, I will be here. If Daenerys wishes his mansion back, he is free to return and claim it. Beyond that, I am at your disposal.
De maradunk nála. Elővel kinézete nekem olyan, mint valami mangából jött volna. Vagy animéből. Hop. Nagyon durva ez a felfejlesztett cigaráj. Föltúltam tűzlabdát, tűzesőt igazából. Ez meg így nyugodtan beszélgetni. Mi sem történt volna. Előtte megöltek 50 embert. Semmi gond.
I saw Carl go inside a few minutes ago. No Templars so far. Are you ready?
I didn't see anyone suspicious out here.
Let's do this fast. All right. I'll handle the talking. You watch for Templars. When we find Carl, just let me talk to him.
Hát itt is van valamilyen szinten este. Van sötétedve, az látszik. Hopp.
Anders, I know you too well. I knew you would never give up.
Oh, yay.
What's wrong? Why are you talking like...
I was too rebellious, like you. The Templars knew I had to be made an example of.
Ó, egy ilyen trónokharca 5. évad feeling. 5. 6.
You'll understand, Anders. As soon as the Templars teach you to control yourself. This is the apostate.
Mi történt vele? Van nagy.
Anders, what did you do? It's like you brought a piece of the Fade into this world. I had already forgotten what that feels like.
I thought the Tranquil were cut off from the Fade forever.
When you're tranquil, you never think on your life before. But it's like the Fade itself is inside Anders, burning like a sun. Please, kill me before I forget again. I don't know how you brought it back, but it's fading.
Carl, no.
Maybe we can find a cure.
Can you cure a beheading? The dreams of tranquil mages are severed. There is nothing left of them to fix.
I would rather die a mage than live as a Templar puppet.
The Tranquil I've met seem content with their lot. Maybe it's not that bad.
You have no idea. Your emotions, your dreams, everything stripped away on someone's whim. If I were made tranquil, I would wish for a friend compassionate enough to kill me. Carl, I'm sorry.
Now, it's fading. Why do you look at me like that?
spy. We should leave before more Templars come.
Rejtésredő úsba
That wasn't
készített.
normal magic you just did, was it?
This is hard to explain. When I was in Amaranthi, I met a spirit of justice who was trapped outside the Fade. We became friends, and he recognized the injustice that mages and Faders face every day.
And that's different than a demon.
Just as demons prey on the deadly sins of mankind, there are good spirits who embody our virtues. Spirits of compassion, fortitude, justice. They are the Maker's first children, and they have all but given up on us.
What does this have to do with your eyes glowing?
To live outside the Fade, he needed a host. I offered to help him. We were going to work together, bring justice to every child ever ripped away from his mother to be sent to the Circle. But I guess I had too much anger. Once he was inside me, he changed.
So, you have this spirit of justice living in your head?
It's not like that. He's gone now.
Skizofrén vagy basszus.
He's part of me. It's not like we can have a conversation. I feel his thoughts as my own. Not even the greatest scholar could tell you where I end and he begins.
This is obviously difficult for you.
I thought I was helping my friend. He would have died, I guess. If that even means anything. And he wanted to help me. He knew what mages have suffered.
You tried to help a friend. Surely no harm can come of that.
I wish I still had your innocence. There was too much hatred in me. Justice thought he would overcome that. But my anger, when I see Templars now, things that have always outraged me, but I could never do anything about, he comes out. And he is no longer my friend, Justice. He is a force of vengeance, and he has no grasp of mercy.
Can justice ever be separated from you?
I don't think so. The only way a spirit has ever been separated from a living host is by its death. The curses of my own making. All I can do now is hope to control it.
Can you bring him out at will?
No. He comes only when I've lost all power over myself. It's a madness, a frenzy. I only find out after what I might have done.
Is there anything I can do for you?
You're the first one I've ever told this. Thank you for not running away. My maps are yours, as am I if you wish me to join your expedition. I thought I was done with the Grey Warden. But if you have any need of me, I will be waiting here.
Hát de most nem rakunk még be. Na, két társat is összeszerváltunk. Igen, ezzel lehet azt hiszem összejönni, és egy nagy újdonság volt, hogy itt már férfival is össze lehet jönni. Meg a nő nővel, tehát vigyázat. Na. Vigyük tovább a tüzet. Nem télen varok. Inkább végre, vagy inkább erre. Hősi aura. Nem rossz. Még éppen, hogy nem tudod szinted. Mágia, de nem használhatja csak én, senki más. Koszkuka. Nem vagyok mágus. Nézzük, éjszaka van-e még valami, itt is van egy csomó küldi amúgy. Csak még itt császkálunk. Itt aztán van bőven minden. Szóval kimegyünk majd a rengetegbe is végre. Hát már csak a következő dolog, az kéne.
You there, Ferelden. I wish to speak with you. I've heard you have dealings with certain elements in the city. You can get things done on the sly, as they say.
That's a fancy way to put it.
I am a magistrate in this city, and as such I wish to hire you for a small, albeit important job. A man I sentenced to a life in prison has escaped custody. He's been tracked to an abandoned ruin outside the city.
A request that should have been made of the guard.
Why is there such a clamour to catch this man? What has he done?
He's escaped. That's reason enough to catch him.
Is there anything else I need to know?
There is something, yes. There are creatures in the ruins. The guards I sent are ill-equipped to deal with such beasts.
Do you know what manner of beasts they are?
I don't know what they look like. I've never seen one myself. The guards say these things have already torn through a full company of men.
It'd be easier to seal up the entrance and let the beasts take care of him.
I believe in justice, Ferelden, not unbridled slaughter. I will not let prisoners be eaten just because I don't want to get my hands dirty.
I'm sure if you send in enough men this time, they'd do fine.
No. The more guards who know, the easier it is for this to get out. Those men gossip like old fishwives.
I'll take the job.
Bring the fugitive in alive, quickly and quietly. Not only will you be well paid, you'll have the gratitude of a city magistrate. Useful for a refugee, wouldn't you agree?
Még egy küldés, aztán még egy a városon kívül.
Please, can you help me? My brother.
What happened to your brother?
Karen was always so devout, so idealistic. He was so proud when the Templars accepted him. I pleaded with him not to join the Order, but he wouldn't listen. You hear dark rumors about the Templars and Knight Commander Meredith. And now my brother is gone.
What do people say about Knight Commander Meredith?
Oh, she has many admirers. They laud of the service she does in keeping the mages in check. But others say she is terribly fierce and utterly without pity. That she sees demons everywhere. It is dangerous even to whisper such things.
What have you heard about the Templars?
People harboring escaped mages just disappear. Templars interrogate and threaten passers-by. My friend has a cousin who's a mage, and she says he was made tranquil against his will. You hear more with every passing day.
I'm here to help you. Just tell me what you know.
Karen would write me every day. Then suddenly, no more letters. I wrote him many times with no response. I tried to see him, but Knight Commander Meredith threw me out. They won't tell me anything.
Your brother may indeed be in trouble. What can I do for you?
Perchance, in your journeys, if you find yourself in the gallows, ask the other recruits, Wilmerd and Hugh, about my brother. They were Karen's closest friends in the Order. If anyone knows where he is, it's them. May God bless you and watch after you in this endeavor.
Még egy küldi után. Oh yeah. Segítség kerestetik.
Good day to you.
Ja, úgy is van. Karokol polgárai. Szeretett feleségem Ninette eltűnt. Megkidalmazom azt a szemét, akkor biztosága visszahozza nekem. Kövésre akadni a tájáró utalomra, hogy erre beszéljen a felveső városi piacon.
Here you're having problems with the bone pit. I can help.
Finally someone comes to help me. You look a bit unseasoned, but I hope you'll do. I had to suspend operations. My workers are lost in the mines or have run off. Serves me right for hiring Ferelden refugees. I sent others before, but no word. Perhaps they are putting me off. I need someone competent to figure out what is going on.
Your first mistake was naming your mine the Bone Pit.
The locals named the mine. Those fools say it's cursed. That is why I hire Fereldens. They may be dull-witted, but they're not superstitious.
Mind what you say about my countrymen.
I was not referring to you, of course. My workers are a particularly desperate sort. They're lucky to work for me. Few in Kirkwall will hire refugees.
Surely the miners had good reason to leave.
I am at a loss. No miner has reported in, and no one takes me seriously.
The Bone Pit must be dangerous if people are afraid to venture there.
No, nothing like that. Pay no heed to local superstition.
Tagjáltam azon, de azért el kell menni tisztítani
You
a
said some
helyszínt.
of your workers are Ferelden.
Yes, all of them. An unruly lot, to be sure.
What's the reward?
I will pay handsomely. The exact amount depends on what perils you face.
I'll head there soon.
The sooner the better. Each day the mine is not running costs me more than those miners make in a year. The Bone Pit is just outside the city. Any map will show it.
What do you mean you can't help me?
This is a domestic matter, Sirrah. If your wife has chosen to leave you, there's nothing we can do.
Ninette is my wife. She's legally bound to me. Bring her back.
We're done here.
Useless. Why are we still paying those sluggards?
Your wife is missing. I can try to find her if you like.
Yes. Oh, I have been waiting for someone to say that. That foolish woman has caused me nothing but embarrassment. She needs to be dragged home.
The guards disagree.
They are more disagreeable than my wife. Maybe your friend is more sensible. Her family is getting suspicious. They think I might have done something to her. Even if... Well, I just want to make sure they know I didn't do it.
Do you think Ninette might be in trouble?
It's her own doing. Gallivanting about with men half her age. Huh. She's just trying to show me I am tied to her purse strings.
You're more concerned what her family thinks than what happened to her.
Ninette keeps the company of other men. Huh? And makes no secret of it. I'll be better off with her gone. Well, as long as her family knows I had nothing to do with it, they would ruin me otherwise.
You don't care that Ninette might be hurt or dead. You sicken me.
You have never lived with her. It wasn't always like this. We were in love. She defied her parents to marry me. Sometimes, I wonder if I dreamed those years.
How long has your wife been gone?
About a month. I wasn't worried at first. She's run off before. Ninette is uncontrollable, you see. She comes and goes as she pleases.
Why would her family think you did something to her?
They think I married her for her inheritance. And they know we have been fighting. They believe this is reason enough for me to hurt her. But I swear, on Andraste's pyre, I have done nothing.
I'll try my best to find Ninette and bring her home.
You should talk to Jeffan at the Blooming Rose. I didn't know she visited whores until Jeffan sent a letter to our house. He even sent her flowers once. Lilies. Her favorite. Talking about it makes my head hurt. Good luck to you, Sarah.
Dráma hátán bejátékba. Ide mondta, hogy menjünk be a kocsomába.
I think I found something of yours.
Ja. Ja, igen. Tulajdonos ok. Placs. Ó, azt be tudom tolni. Rímes 3-as. Nem hangzik rosszul.
I don't think I can do that.
De ezt már egyszer kinyitottam, nem? Szokásos láda. Vagy lehet, hogy nem.
Today's my rest day, but I'll make an exception for you. What can I say? Why work if you're not working hard?
Jafar, have you seen Ninette lately?
Ninette? Not for several weeks, which is a shame. I enjoy her company. I hear she finally left her worthless husband. Good for her. I just wish she'd said goodbye.
Did she tell you she left her husband?
No, I just hope that's what she did.
Egy kis nyomozás.
Ghislaine only wants her for her family's wealth. Ninette's a jewel. Elegant, worldly, just the perfect level of depraved. Ghislaine doesn't deserve
Év
her.
csak kellő mértékű romlottság, akkor az se százas. Lehet, hogy amit a hört kapcsolat mind a ketten nem
I
százas.
hope not. Everyone loves Ninette. Sometimes twice a night. Ghislaine's the only one who might hurt her, and he doesn't have the balls for it.
Ghislaine knew about you and Ninette. Did he talk to you?
The man is incapable of talking. He came here, yelled at me, called me a dirty knife-eater, among other things, and accused me of corrupting his wife. We had him thrown out.
Do you have any idea where she might be?
Well, there was someone else looking for Ninette. A Templar. I believe his name was Emmerich. He wouldn't sleep with me either. I can't see why a Templar would be interested in anyone who isn't a mage.
Any chance Ninette's an apostate?
Well, she certainly cast a spell on me. Anyway, if Ninette was a mage, I think Emmerich would have said so.
Perhaps Emmerich knows something we don't.
Emmerich said he'd continue his investigation in Darktown. You could see if he's still there. And if you find Ninette, tell her to drop by and see me sometime. Back again? Sure you're not interested in my many...
I have
Baker's breath. Can't you do this when I'm not around?
Fine.
It's too late.
Most miért van előtted a jel? Érdekes. Első áldozat.
Back?
I would...
Ó, itt van egy javítófa. Zsákutcák, és áldozat. Egy nappal. Jaj, de jó. Ezt is már. Tehát most nappal van. Paris kúriája. De jajtam.
Huh. Well, I just lost a sovereign. Didn't think you'd stoop to our kind again.
Indeed.
Or are you not too proud to make some coin?
No promises, but I'll hear what you have to say.
Since you stormed off, we don't have anyone who can quite work your magic, if you know what I mean. I sent some men to fence a bit of cargo down at the docks. Haven't seen them since. I'd pay good silver for the safe return of them, or the goods.
Is this anyone I know?
When you left, we had to take on new Ferelden volunteers. Lad named Price was leading them. No one of your caliber.
Where were they last seen?
They were supposed to meet down by the docks, under cover of darkness. I know you're familiar with the concept.
Want to tell me what you were selling?
We were trying to make a deal with the cart, those Orzamar dwarves. They like luxury items. Fine fabrics, a cask of caviar, an aged wine, anything one would liberate from a high-town merchant.
Consider it a deal.
Good. Go to the docks tonight. My boy Price was supposed to meet our buyers from the carta there. Maybe you can find out what happened.
A Belinnek megint plusz 5 rivalizálás, nem jó. Nem jó. De ezt nézd meg a sötét várost, az első áldozat. Buli lesz, már látom. Vagy nem? Milyen elbújott találkozhely ez? Nem elég. Találkozol a elfélek százaival?
Thank you, Sirrah, for coming along when you did. I am Emmerich.
Just the person I was looking for. I need to speak with you about Ninette.
Ah, Ghislaine de Carac's wife. Her disappearance interested me. I tried looking into it. However, the investigation has been a waste of time.
Did you learn nothing?
Most people just say she left her husband. This all started when Maren, one of our circle mages, disappeared. I found it odd. She was a bit older and hardly adventurous. Then I heard about Ninette and 2 other missing women.
I had a friend who disappeared once. Turns out he was under my bed, drunk.
What? I think the disappearances are connected, and I suspect foul play is involved.
Can I assist your investigation?
It's no longer my investigation, Sirrah. You may take over if you wish. This battle showed that I'm no longer the warrior I used to be. Here, take my findings. Perhaps you can make more use of them. I'm going back to the gallows. I'm too old for this.
Too old for this shit.
I should look into that.
Most nem voltam 7-es szintű. Ha azt mondja, két specializációt, hát most nem tanultam meg specializációt. Ó, hidegellenállás, ez kicsit nagy. Kicsikét nagy. Tokkok éjszaka. Nincs a csapaté lesz. Tamén. Ezért nem kedvelik annyira. Jaj, eljöttek 100-an megint. Mindig jönnek. Majd a békit. Kutya harcolt egyedül az iászokkal.
Thank you. I thought them coterie men had me for sure. I guess the whole thing was a trap. There were no dwarves when I went to make the trade, just coterie waiting to kill us. They got the rest of the boys. I ran. I was hoping they wouldn't find me here, but they did.
Is that Athenril's rival criminal guild or something?
More like she's their rival. A small one at that. What I hear is the coterie controls most crime in Kirkwall, and they don't like competition.
You're a bit young to be doing this.
I'm 15, but I can usually pass for a man. My mama was ripped in two by one of them big horned darkspawn. It's just me and my sisters now. Working for Athenril's the only way to feed the girls.
Why not take what Athenril gave you and start fresh somewhere outside of Kirkwall?
What do you mean?
There's a lot of farmland in the free marches. Surely there's somewhere you and your sisters can find honest work.
My father was a farmer. Before the darkspawn got in. I'd rather do that than work for
Rather see. No.
I'll get my sisters. Please, make sure she doesn't come after us.
Hát reméljük. Itt nincs semmi, yeah. Már. Alsóváros éjszaka. Zsákutcák.
Well, are you here to socialize or did you bring my goods?
I rescued your boy and killed the coterie, but your property was long gone.
Coterie. I should have figured.
Most hazudtam,
They've
nem?
got a lock on all trade with the dwarves.
Gyerekkel.
If I'd had someone decent on the job, they'd have dug into it first, not walked in blindly. Well, no cargo, no coin.
Nem áll.
If you're ever looking for more work, I keep my books right here. Feel free to sign yourself up.
Mindegy, akkor is kaptam XP-t meg a Variktól. Ezt aztán azt. Hol van nekik könyvek? Miről beszél? Maga se tudja talán. No, igen. Esik a hó. Jaj. Hogy van? Pityát jelölve. Basszus, már innen is jönnek, mert nem áll. Ez szép volt. Tudtam valamit, hogy valami küldi. Küldnek a valamilyen. Szerintem. Ja, most akkor itt két küldet is meg tudunk csinálni. Nyugodt anya. Ó, basszus. Ha, vannak bajok. Ja, azt hittem. Ez mi volt? Ja, itt volt még láthatatlan. Szuper. Jaj. Várjunk titeket, ne aggódjatok. Jaj. Átláttuk az ajtón, de attól még. Még semmi nincs rendben. Kötés teljesítve, hát ez nem volt nehéz. Gyors volt. Ez ki? Sámson. Sötét öntöde. Tetszik ez nekem. Nagy terep, az már eleve rossz jel. És megint azt adta egy ilyen white démon. Ezt azonnal tüntessük el. Azt hiszem át tudja állítani az emberemét az ellenségre, vagy valami ilyesmi. Jó, hogy eltűnt. Jó elbújtak, basszus. Basszus. Megpörtelem. Ezekről volt szó. Feeling about this place.
I don't like the looks of this. That should do it. What's that?
Igazán most már csak gyűjtögetik a pénzt a speckó dolgokra, mert többi az már megvan gyakorlatilag. Gondoltam. Láttam még én.
Point the way, Hawk.
Oh, tűz rúna. Jaj, erről. Na, akkor itt mindent megcsináltunk, de nappal még Esvárosra kell mennünk. Na most ott vagyok, nem? Egy akkor voltam. Na várjunk, most mi van? Plegykák. Jajjában. Na várjunk, csak menjünk ide először, ezzel kell beszélni is. Azt mondja. Fekete Ruka kalandjai. Fekete Ruka született Lord Remy Vascal áldott 863-ban, bámulatos tolva és szerencsevadász volt, aki tetteivel igen sok töltett ihletet. Mosokat, hogy már szinte képtelenség állítani, mi igaz belőlük, és mi egyszerű kitaláció. Nem az, hogy számozásod a szarra köznépek, a hősre lett. Robin Hood. Kezeti hőstettei közt tartják számon azt az esetet, minden kigunyult a valsemén hatalmas zsarnokát, maszkot viselve tört borsot, a nagy nyilvánosság előtt a nagyúr óra alá keresztül vannak számítás, hogy ezt odáig fokozta, hogy a nagyúr bőhében hatalmas vérdíjat tűzött ki annak a saraf, mint a rókának a fejére, innét ebeszélően, mely rajta ragadt. Kocsmák manapság egyik legnépszerűbb története regélai a munkára jelentkező fejvadászok legkiválóbbja Karolis végül hogy vált, persze csak számos, majdnem halálos csapásodár Remy büntására, amik csak még nem haltak. Történetet gyakorlati túlzásokkal ciprázzák. Remy között pedig igazi pajácoként viselkedik, Karolis pedig annyira dühítő, hogy Fekete Róka minden képesen magyarázhatóan túllelni, hogy végül mindig a ravasz Remy kerül felénybe, ami annyira meggyőzi Karolis, hogy végül csatlakozik hozzá. Miután éveken át rettegésben tartja a nagy embereit, megjussva adószövetői munkáját, ami az orrolézőjén köznév szerint Remy kedvenc időtöltésének egyike, Remyt végül elárulja a szeretője Sarah de Montfort, aki történet és változatban nem kevesebb, mint a körmágusa. És így fogságba esik. Több mint egy évig kényszervetés után menték csak meg címbaráit, köztük a bűnbánó Sarvana, és együtt menekülnek el Orléból. Remy kalandjának ezen szakaszában szinte mindenütt feltűnik Tedasson legendája, térhódításával egyre több és több fogadós és kereskedő állította boldogan, hogy a Fekete Róka az ő faluját, intézményét is meglátogatta, sőt valami igazán legendás tettet is végrehajtott ott. Ha hinni lehet a történeteknek, Remy vidám hajszával hajszolt a nagyúr fognagjait. Navarrában politikai intrikába keveredett, vadásztak rá aktív a hullói, majd erre volt egy hatalmas teminteri mágus. Remy minden helyzetben a halálos fenyegetésből kivágta magát utolsó pillanatban. Persze meghűsödte a gonosztevők tervét, és jobbá tette a szegények és elnyomottak életét. Aztán folytatódik a történet, újra csatlakozott a csapatához, és továbbáltak újabb és újabb tájak felé. Társainak, Karolisnak és Sarvanának, tovább a Voleknek, a bölcs törpének, illetve Sir Clementisnek, a szülajtermészetű lovagnak az évek során egytől egyik saját legendái születtek. Történetek mind megegyeznek abban, hogy a fekete rukának egyszer csak nyomó veszett társaival együtt arlatlan Erdélybe utazott az elfek elsőt város után kutatva, és soha nem tért vissza. Számos reggel vonszolgatja, hogy mi történt. Mi is történt velük abban rengetegben, és találgatja, hogy hogyan lehetne kimondani onnan őket egy szép napon. Impériumi káptalan. Vannak, akik szerint a káptalan mindenütt ugyanaz, hogy a mennyei uralkodik fölötte a teremtő színe előtt párrójában, és hogy mindezt elasszon senki sem mondja kétségbe, ne higgy nekik. A teremtő második parancsolata a mágiának szolgálni és nem uralnia kell az embert, sohasem jelentette ugyanazt. Te, mint erős impériumában, mint másod a világon. Az ottani káptalan úgy értelmezte a szabályt, hogy a mágusoknak soha nem szabad más emberek elmét irányítaniuk, de ettől eltekintve mágiájuknak az emberek uralkodónak javát kell szolgálnia. Amikor te, mint a papír megváltoztatták a fényhimnuszát, hogy az jobban tükrözze a parancsolat ezen értelmezését, váróján mennyei úrnője elrendelte, hogy térjenek vissza az eredeti szöveghez. Ők nemet mondták korrupcióval vádol a váróját, mely vita odáig fajult, hogy Tornyak 487-ben te, mint egy káptalan megválasztotta a saját jogos és romlatlan mennyei atyát Valhalt, aki nem csak egy férfi volt, de egyben a teminteli körmágosok egyik vezetője is. A mennyei atyáról temintelen kívül mindent viszonyokba szólnak, létét a várójái káptalan erején inzultusnak tekintik. A lázadók leverésére nyitott 4 szent hadjáratot szar a várójai káptalan csak annyit tudott elérni, hogy állandósította a szakadást. Noha az impériumi káptalan talánynak java változatlan, a mágiájával szembeni tiltásokat lenyegítették, és jól elterjedtek a férfiak, mióta a vihar 734-ben megválasztották Nomarán Arkont, méghozzá közvetlenül a mágusok soraiból, és a tömegek nagy örömére, te Wintert a körmágusok uralják. Noraman eltörölte régi szabályokat, melyek megtiltották, hogy a mágusok részt vegyenek politikában, és alig 100 esztendőre rá különféle birodalmi házak igazi urai a mágusok nyíltan és helyet foglaltak a kormányban. Az impériumi káptalan mennyei urát azóta mindig a fő mágusok közül választják, és megválasztás után egyszerre tölti be a mennyei és a nagy mágus tisztjét. Ez a temintéri káptalan kívül minden szentségtörésnek számít, és magiszterek korát idézi, mely nyakunkra hozta a veszedelmeket, de ez van, és bármi elteget Kunári kegyére bíztuk, és magára hagytuk a temintéri impériumot, a birodalom kitartott. Az ő mennyei atyjuk és a mennyei úrnőnk közti tovább összetűzés nyilvánvalóan elkerülhetetlen. Kirkwall töltette a 3. fejezet. Kunári első betörődése Kirkwallba viharra hitett válban történt az új szent hadjárat alatt. Terász nemzetei egyesített erőkkel megkísérelték kiűzni a Kunárit az északi szárazföldről egyszer és mindenkor. A Kunári erők visszavonultak ám, így Ádász Csellel és flottáik megkerülte Amarantin partvidéket, a nagy erőkkel szálltak partra Osztük szabad városa mellett. Azt tervezték, megsemmisítik a szabadgyepük városait. Starkhaven, Kirkwall. Starkhaven az észak felé vezető haladást akadályozta, és Kirkwall tartotta fel az Orlézával érkező hajókat az ébredő tengeren, így ezzel elvágnak az ellátmányt Terász legfőbb haderőitől, a Riváin, Astrománál. Starkhaven elfoglalása végül nem sikerült, de Kirkwallt egy vakmerő éjszakára ütetésre támadták meg, ahol is a Kunári bevetették a pórázon tartott szarabes mágusaikat, varázslat példanélküli bizonyságait. A falakra almodtak, s várost elfoglalták, majd a következő 4 évben Kirkwallnak el kellett viselni a töltem legkönnyűtlenebb megszállását. Azon korból kevés írás maradt fel, senki nem tudott semmit a városban történtekről, egészen annak felszabadulásaig, miről is a Kunári gazdateik kitudottak. Ilyenek voltak. A gyermekek elszakítása a családjuktól, az erőszakos áttérítés, a Kunári vallásos, a kíméletlen munkatáborok. Ironikus, hogy a alsóváros régi rabszolgagyomornyi idején még a szalatok után is épek feltételezhetően jól biztosították a városlakók tökéletes ellenőrzését a Kunárinak. Amikor a híres orléziai lovag Sir Michel Lafayette felovagolt a városra, miután végleg legyőzték a Kunári védőket, azt írta, Kirkwall tele van üres tekintetű emberek, akiket összefüggéstelen gondolatok vezérelnek. Amikor Lafayette a császár kinevezte a város első várójának VR 760-ban, küldetéseként fogta fel a vallás helyreállítását. A Lafayette vérvonal népszerű maradt egészen addig, amíg a város fel nem látott az orlézi irányítás ellen. Áldott 805-ben. Báró címenek ellenére mégis megmaradt. Ezt kihagytuk a 4 előtt. 4. részben.
There are 6 bottles in the cellar. Denarius used to have me pour it for his guests. My appearance intimidated them, he said, which he enjoyed.
You were his servant as well as his bodyguard.
I was his slave. I propped up the furniture when he was so inclined.
Tiszta ilyen anime kinézete van. Japános. Fantasy 17, vagy nem tudom mi ez. Final Fantasy.
You've had a difficult life.
I'd rather not speak more of it.
Are you certain? I'm willing to listen.
To my whining? Very charitable of you. I've wanted to leave my past behind me, but it won't stay there. Tell me, have you never wanted to return to Ferelden?
I grew up in Ferelden. It will always be my home.
The Blight is over. You could rebuild what you lost. Do you truly not want to?
My mother came from Kirkwall. Our heritage is here.
Having a place where you can put down roots, I understand. Still, to have the option must be gratifying.
Do you intend to keep living here?
I haven't decided. For now, it's as good as any other place. I would return to Saharan if I could, but there is no life for me there.
Is that where you're from?
So I've been told.
Were you very young when you left then?
Perhaps.
You could track your former master down, I assume.
I imagine he has returned to Minrathous, though I dare not go near the city while he is alive. No, it is better to wait for him to leave his fortress, fight from a fortified position. I do not expect your help when that day comes, but I would not turn it aside.
You've been on the run a long time then.
3 years now. Denarius has a way of finding me. Perhaps it is the markings. Whatever the means, it never takes him long to follow. This is the first time I've given him reason to pause. I suppose there are advantages in numbers.
Haven't you sought help before?
Hirelings, when I could steal the coin. Never anyone of substance. Until you. Denarius will not give up, however. I await his return.
What if he does give up? What then?
Then I go to him. I will not live with a wolf at my back.
Sounds like the right idea to me.
If it comes to that, I doubt it will.
If you're looking to start a life, you could stay.
I could see myself staying, for the right reasons. I should thank you again for helping me against the hunters. Had I known Anso would find me a man so capable, I might have asked him to look sooner.
Jaj, ne, nehogy összejöjjünk, basszus.
Maybe you should. Perhaps I'll practice my flattery for your next visit. With any luck, I'll become better at it.
Úristen, nehogy összejöjjünk. Egy megszokásban nyomtam az egyes, de... Kirkwall történetei, azokat már néztük. Itt nincs más. Amíg az Andersra is véletlenül nyomtam egy tudom túl pozitív dolgot. Na, akkor itt minden megvan. Még ez van a bitófa. Hosszú utazások közöttünk. Az is ott van. Itt kint viszont egy csomó minden van már. Vagyis. Hát nem. Nem jó, viszont aztán vannak új pajzsok a cuccok a hadiszálláson, nem? Így emlékszem. Lehet, hogy rosszul emlékszek. Ja, de ez a szarma, bocsánat, én nem írja ki, hogy most hányasnak kell lennem, de jó. Ez 11-es. Tess. Na most kiírja, de eddig nem írtam. 17, ezektől még messze vagyok. Jó, azt is az erőhöz kellett volna jobban tolnom még. Tudjak egy-két dolgot használni. De majd tolok még. Anders, Henry. Ezek mindegy. Viszont felhúzom a kicsivel kevesebb páncélt, de minden egyebet, úgyhogy elmondjuk. Ez Ez mágia kell. És eladós. Vitófa nincs is éjjel? Ezek után meg kimegyünk. A Vitófa után. Majd a következő videóban persze.
Do you know a recruit named Karen? His sister is looking for him.
We cannot speak to you, Miss Sarah.
Oh, good. We'll just be leaving then. To go somewhere that isn't the gallows.
To the void with that. Karen and the others are missing.
But our orders.
The Knights aren't doing anything to find them. Maybe it's time to ask for outside help.
I wasn't even certain Karen was missing. Who else is gone?
The first one's disappeared weeks ago. There's been at least half a dozen. Wilmot and Karen were the most recent.
Why must you keep silent about Karen?
You obviously aren't a Templar, Monsieur.
No. No Templars in this family.
A Knight Lieutenant gives you an order and you obey, without question. They told us not to breathe a word about Karen and the others.
They must have their reasons.
And that'll be a great comfort if you go missing next.
You can trust me. I'm only trying to keep Karen safe.
I hear that Knight Commander Meredith has some new initiation you have to go through. If you're not strong enough or fervent enough in belief, you don't make it out alive.
Her own people. That's horrible.
And you honestly believe that?
Recruits keep going missing.
Wilmot came back.
What?
He did. I saw him this morning.
What else do you know about the initiation?
You hear about some questionable things that the Order must do these days. The Knight Commander only wants Templars that can do what must be done.
Just stay alive. She's killing recruits that might question her orders, isn't she?
That's rubbish. She wouldn't do that.
If Wilmot came back, he might know more about the other missing recruits.
I bet he would.
Wilmot told me he was going outside Kirkwall. Clear his head, he said.
Why didn't you tell us this?
That's what I always
Knight Captain Cullen ordered it, right before he chased after Wilmot. That wasn't too long ago. If you hurry, you may catch them on the road.
Kirkwall may not have the
Páncél volt. Kitaladhatjuk ezeket. Ezt is, igen. Ezeket is. Aztán. Ezt igen. Mindig elég kevés pénzünk van ahhoz képest, hogy páncélkesztyű. Gyenge. Gyenge. Ezt megvesszük. Ennyi. És itt fegyver volt. Gyengék, ha jól látom. Ezt is megvesszük. Erősítés gyanánt. Itt egyszer volt, ami az meg lehet, hogy legelején volt a dolgoknak. Kirk volt a lánya. Az ősi temintett valamelyik nehéz felelni, de a történelme itt Kirkban is jelen volt, mint a városot tudott a birodalom a kereskedelmének. Milyen válaszokat rejt magában Kirkölt? Miért épít és nem Perivantiumban vagy Voldormában? Az impérium nem adja ki a titkait egy könnyen útunk, még szállodokkal a magisztrák halál után is vezedelmes. Itt a vitavadokjainál megújtjuk esküvünket, és ha elbuknánk, keresd a Hármak szövetségének jelzéseit. Kódex frissítva. Beszélünk Everikkel is. Trask. Ez ki a fene? Trask. Zsákutca. Zsák Royal. Hopp. Nem jobb. 258, 21, gyenge. Gyenge és gyenge. Ez egy író. Gyenge. Hajtalul a tervrajz. Más nincs. Hát megint fogy a pénzünk, basszus. Hiába szedtem össze valamennyit, már nem sok van. Hopp, nem lehet átmenni még. Álljunk is onnan, oldalról, de az is le van zárva szerintem. Ugyebár, ja. Le van zárva. Igazságkeresői. Szervitmor. Amikor nagyobb hatalmat említettem a templárosokánál, nem a káptalanra gondoltam. Persze ők parancsolnak a templárosoknak, de ez nem volt mindig így. Az inkvizíció egyszerűen vadászott az eretnekekre, kultistákra és a mágusokra egyaránt, és az ő terroruralmuk csak a máguskör megalapítással végződhetett. Megalapították a templárius rendet, hogy egyszer és mindenkorra őrizzék a mágusokat, és annyi egy fegyveres sereg a káptalannak. Ez egy kölcsönösen hasznos megoldás volt, de néhányan tudják, a káptalan létrehozott egy másik rendet is, mely a templáriusok felett áll, az igazságkeresőit. Keveset tudok felőlük, de a következőkben biztos vagyok, a mennyeit szolgálják és rettegik őket. Amikor a rendtagjai vizsgálóbíró előlép az árnyékból, a templiárusok nyomban fedezékbe vonulnak. Melyik templiárus már részelni akadályozni, hogy a kötelességüket végezzék a vizsgálóbírók, sorsfelett eredményesen derítik fel a visszaéléseket a körrel kapcsolatban, és legfőképp a kóbormágusok utáni vadászatban hatékonyak. Állítólag immunisak a vérmágiára, hogy képesek belátni a gondolatokba, vagy éppen kitörölni az emlékeket, de ez valószínűleg csak túlzás. Térjünk vissza az eredeti diplomámhoz, kipörtek alatt nagyobb hatalmat a templárusokánál. Feltételezem a mennyei, de hogyan tudtad a tetteikről, amikor még a létezésük is a legnagyobb rejtélyi? Érdekes.
You might want to see this. This was left in the foundry you mentioned in your notes. I was also attacked by shades.
These are human bones. Then there is no chance of finding Meren alive, or any of the others.
I saw someone leaving the scene, but they got away. I'm sorry.
It was more than I accomplished.
My people have been slow to react, but this needs official support.
I will bring this to the city guard immediately. It should be enough to convince them the disappearances are worth investigating.
Akkor itt is meg volnánk. De az ajtók nem nyíltak ki. Továbbra se. Most elméletileg nincs több küldét bent, csak kint, de itt a főszám. Ott körkömön kívül van, 50 szuverént. Ja, ezt nem jelöltem be. Szétvárom egy helyez. Hány csak is bejelölöm ezt mondjuk. Hol van? Nem jelöli be. Annyira hajli küldi. Elzárva. Társak. Ide ösvényre tüszködnek, jó, megvan. Veszély, jó, de azt már egyszer megcsináltam. Sötétváros. Ja. Andersen még beszélünk meg Varikkal, azt ennyi. Csak ha megtalálom egyáltalán. Ezeket nem jelzi, meg a pletykákat sem.
I had a friend like you once. Got in all kinds of trouble. Dragged me along. Didn't think I'd be doing that again. I got a bit weighty the last time we talked. Sorry for putting that on you.
You can tell me anything.
Anything? Be careful what you offer. I hope I didn't seem too selfish when I told you about justice.
Justice, Batman.
I figured a willing host, a friend. It had to be better than playing the demon and haunting some corpse.
We can't always predict the outcome of our actions. We can only make them with a true heart.
Well, under that scruffy exterior, I think you've got a bit of a soft heart yourself. I'm sorry, I shouldn't presume. We've hardly met.
Most ez udvarul respétálva nekem, vagy a másik is? Fenzsi.
I don't want you thinking about me that way.
There you go.
Everyone wants to control my thoughts. Fine. I hear you. Strictly professional.
Hát nagyon szeretett volna annál is többet. Pénzt valahogy eléggé olcsón mérik itt általában, legalábbis ez még a mellékküldiknél. Csomó más játékban meg a mellékküldik sokkal fontosabbak. Ki volt még a akasztott ember? A Warwick.
You owe us, Isabella.
Well, Lucky, I'll tell you what. Since the information you gave me was worth nothing, that's what I'll pay you.
Me and my boys will get our money's worth, bitch.
Oh, you poor sweet thing. Is this worth dying
for? Lucky.
I didn't think so.
Hát nem is Verikkel kell beszélnem ezzel a csajjal. De ezért beszéljünk Verikkel.
Dying to know what was going through your head when you fought that ogre.
I knew that whatever happened, I had to get the others to safety.
But lots of people talk about nobility and selflessness, generally in the same stories that have magic beams. Somehow, Hawk, I imagine things won't be dull with you around. Not that I expect the deep roads to be boring, mind you. Constant threat of doom does tend to keep you awake.
Anything in particular I should know about your brother?
To understand Bartrand, you've got to understand the Dwarven Merchants Guild. These are dwarves who would sell their mothers if they thought it'd get them a better share of the Lyrian market. Anyone who deals with them has to sleep with a knife under their pillow. In my family, that's Bartrand.
What are your plans for this trip into the deep roads?
Bartrand's running the show. Andraste's ass, he'd probably do that even if we weren't paying for everything. The tide we're looking for is supposed to be a week's travel from the surface, so I hope you aren't scared of the dark. We've got supplies, muscle, excavators. The plan is to carry out everything that's not nailed down.
If we'll be working together, I should find out more about you.
True enough. I suppose you ought to know my credentials. My family came from Orzammar, noble house Tethras, until my father got caught fixing provings. He and our whole house got exiled. No huge loss. I was born up here. Sunshine suits me just fine.
Are you a merchant? A mercenary?
I'm a younger son. It's a difficult and dangerous profession. A lot of us die of boredom. Bartrand's younger brother keeps me on my toes. Maker knows he lacks subtlety. I'm the one who pulls strings to keep the coterie out of our hair. Keep us just a whisker ahead of the other families.
What are the deep roads like?
Well, I could tell you the standard tales. Legions of darkspawn, ravenous beasts, cave-ins. I've spent my whole life in Kirkwall. Dangerous enough most days, but it doesn't compare to the deep roads. So, this will be, let's just call it an adventure, I guess.
Great. Now we're adventurers.
Na, akkor meg ezzel a hölgyemmel beszélünk, ha már itt van.
My, and here I thought the only men in this place were besotted fools who couldn't hoist the mainsail.
When you talk about hoisting the mainsail, what do you really mean?
What else could it mean? It requires strength, knowledge of rigging, and a small measure of sobriety.
I know my way around rigging just fine. And I'm good with my hands.
Oh my. I'm Isabella. Previously Captain Isabella. Sadly, without my ship, the title rings a bit funny. You're Ferelden, aren't you? You have that look about you. I was in Denerim not too long ago. You know, you might be just what I'm looking for to solve a little problem I have.
I'm always ready to help.
Someone from my past has been pestering me. I've arranged for a duel. If I win, he leaves me alone. But I don't trust him to play fair. I need someone to watch my back.
Who's this person you've arranged to meet?
His name is Hader. We worked together back in Antiva. He's never liked me. He's been asking about me all around Kirkwood. Thought I'd get it over with and meet him face to face.
You wanted information from Lucky. What was it?
I asked Lucky and his boys to track down something I lost. They failed to do it. It's nothing to worry about, and this is much more important.
Why a duel?
I like duels. It's what I do. And if I win, he'll be dead. Problem solved.
What makes you think I'm right for this?
You saw me talking to Lucky, didn't you? Those boys couldn't manage simple information gathering. I can't trust the riffraff in this place to do anything right. But you're different.
I think I could manage watching your back.
I'll bet. I've arranged to meet Hader in Hightown after dark. I'll meet you there.
I've got a stiff drink with your name on it.
Just...
Sötétítés után. Akkor ezt mi megcsináljuk. Ne onnan? Basszus. Jó sokan vannak, basszus. Még hátulról is támadjatok. Jó, mindig hátulról támadás. Kaszárnya. Még kaszárnya is van.
There you are. I've been here for hours. Hader hasn't shown up.
Mindjárt ránk támadnak 100 000-en, gondolom.
I don't like this.
I don't like this. That's right up there with what could possibly go wrong.
Minden.
That's the witch we're looking for. Get her.
De az emberkére kell rárakni, és akkor végig kell. könnyebb volt, mint a lenti adag. Héder levele. Hát, nem tudom, mi a számba. Basszus. Jövök, ne aggódj. Ez a Harley-gen levele, szoktam megnézni.
Isabella, should have known you'd find me here.
Tell your men to burn the letters next time.
Castillon was heartbroken when he heard about the shipwreck. You should have let him know you survived.
It must have slipped my mind.
Where's the relic?
I lost it. Castillon's just going to have to do without.
Lost it? Just like you lost a ship full of valuable cargo?
They weren't cargo, Hader. They were people.
Those slaves were worth 100 sovereigns a head, and you let them scurry off into the wilds. And now the relic's gone too. Castile won't be happy to hear that. I promise you.
Will someone explain what's going on?
Isabella's been a very bad girl. Ruined a perfect business deal, and then ran away. She didn't tell you?
I told him enough.
Somehow I doubt it.
I said I arranged for a duel, which I did. I also said you wouldn't play fair, which you didn't. We can talk later if you want. Right now we have other problems.
Will someone explain what's going on?
We can talk later if you want. Right now we have other problems.
Castillon isn't a very happy person, is he? Maybe he needs a new hobby.
There's only one way to settle this.
Jó sok HP van. Ennek az íjászok is de felerősített tűz. Ez teszi a dolgát. Aratás. Hopp. Igen, ne fára. Hát csak nyugodtan.
Trust me, it's better this way.
Castillon won't
hear about me from Hader, but he'll find me eventually. I just have to get him the relic. Simple as that.
What's so interesting about the relic?
I don't really know what it is, except that it's ancient and worth my weight in gold. Castillon has me chasing it down as payback for freeing his slaves. To be honest, I think he just wants me dead. But that would be letting me off easy.
You hired Lucky to track down information on the relic.
That's right. He insisted he knew everything that was going on in Kirkwall. He lied. I bet he doesn't even know everything going on in his pants.
Did you end up in Kirkwall because your ship was destroyed?
There was a storm, The ship ran aground on the reefs near the city. I managed to make it to shore. Most of my men weren't as lucky. Poor sods. I knew some of those men almost 10 years.
Who is Castillon?
He's a powerful merchant based in Antiva. I believe he has ties to the Felicissima Armada. I used to work for him. The jobs mostly involved smuggling lyrium, jewels, or the occasional criminal acquaintance. He paid well.
What's this about you freeing slaves?
I was asked to escort Castillon's cargo ship. I got a bad feeling about the job partway through. Boarded the ship to find slaves. Nearly 200. Elves, humans, children even. It was sickening. They paid Castillon to take them away from the Blight. He took their money and sold them into slavery. Even I know that's wrong. Didn't expect that, did you, Guardsman?
If getting the relic gets Castillon off your back, then I'll help you retrieve it.
I still don't know where it is, but you'll be the first to know if I hear anything. Anyway, thanks for helping me out with Hader. I think I'll tag along for a while. There might be something I could do for you. And I have a room at the Hanged Man if you're looking for company later.
Hader. Dobott ezt az, de szinte semmi nem volt. Ezt megnéztük a kutya, te mit csinálsz a kutya? Társa vagy Renegel, itt a vele kapcsolata. Akkor beszélünk rá, hogy ez is meg legyen, szó szerint is, meg minden szempontból is. Értitek? Úgy látszik, addig nem rakják a társak közé fixen, amíg nem találkozunk velük konkrétan. Akasztott, azt mondta, akasztott embernél.
He's ignoring me now. Hey, is my coin not good enough for you? Oh, Hawk, thanks for helping me with that little problem I had. You going to buy me a drink to celebrate our victory?
I don't know if that's wise.
Oh, please. Fixating on what's wise makes you forget what's fun. Oh, before I forget, are you still looking for work? Because I have a friend who needs some help.
A friend of yours is a friend of mine. What can I do?
He didn't say, and I didn't ask, but I'm sure you're up to it. His name's Martin. He has a room right here in the Hanged Man. Tell him I sent you. Now, you going to leave me to my drinking or what?
Nem volt olyan kedves, mint ahogy én azt gondoltam. Janus hölgy.
Athenril said you might help me. Some raider captains are having secret meetings at night in Low Town. The job's simple. Break up the meeting and kill every one of the bastards.
That's not much to go on.
It's enough to do the job.
Just tell me where they are.
All the details are in this letter. If you manage to eavesdrop on the meeting before you kill them, there'll be extra.
Furán tartja a szemét, basszus.
I'll be here.
Mint ha nem látna rendesen. Vagy nem tudom. Egy barát. Jaj, ezt ha meg is csinált? Ő nem, ez valaki más volt. Valaki más.
So you found me. Going to finish Martin off properly this time, are ya? Where's my property, eh? How's it feel making a profit off someone else's hard work?
I'm not here to kill you, but if you tell me what this is about, I might be able to help.
You're not here to kill me, and you want to help? Maker, it's got to be my lucky day. I need someone to help me find out where the raiders have hidden my stolen cargo. This job's as easy as a peg-legged tavern wench, and there's good coin in it to boot.
What did the raiders do to you?
They closed in on my ship and forced her into the cliffs. My crew and I barely made it out alive. They must have salvaged the cargo when it washed ashore.
Are the raiders a big problem around here?
There are always raiders on the seas, just like there are always bandits on the roads. But they've been much more active of late, like vultures, taking advantage of the blight.
It's your cargo. You look for it.
Those raiders are still looking for me. I'm not going to draw their attention.
I'll take care of it.
Right.
The crates bear the seal of the Orlesian Port Authority, so you'll know it when you see it.
I'll find your cargo, Martin. You have my word.
I've had it with the raiders, and this cargo is the key to me getting on the straight and narrow. You're doing me a huge favor here, friend. Thank you.
Nem is csináltam meg. Nem úgy időben mond.
Got your payment right here. Just waiting on the good news.
Meg se csináltam, de már megköszöni. Sose jó előre valamit dicsérni, meg elmondani, hogy köszönöm, hogy megcsináltad azt, amit még nem csináltál meg. Kalapboltot. A felsővárosban volt az, amit találtam valami levelet. És áldozat. Ezt nem értem. Valami levél volt itt, most azt, hogy nem látom. Éjjel volt.
This ring is all I have to return to you. I'm sorry.
Oh, Ninette's wedding ring. Yes. Look at the engraving. Forever faithful, forever yours. Oh, written in happier times. Where did you find it?
It was on Ninette's hand, which was cut from her body. She's dead.
On her hand? Oh, I see. Well, maybe you should take this back. I don't want anything that might link me to her death. Especially with her family asking questions. No, they're going to blame me. I just know it. Excuse me, sir. I have arrangements to make.
Kaptam érte XP-t, viszont most akkor nem tudom, akkor mit láttam még jelezni, vagy akkor az éjjel volt. Bent a szemembe basszus. Hiszük a jadugságok, ja? Akkor szerint éjjel volt. Jó, akkor miért nem jelzi basszusa? Ezt nem értem. Az amint majd oda kell venni, igen, elég köré, éjszakai hazugság. És akkor pletykákat nem jelzi meg a társakat. Úgy kell kierőszakolni basszus. Jaj, vagytok pára. Kémeket. páran voltak. Egész hadsereg majdnem. Kaszárnya. Elég nagy ez a kaszárnya. Itt nem mondjak. Azt is sok eltere van. Nem olyan egyszerű, mint gondoltam. Szép volt ez a nagy őrcínlelő. Akkor nyilván. Basszus, hogy mennyien vannak. Jaj, basszus, az ajtó mögött van. Így csak levertük őket. Nem volt könnyű. Egy láda. Máshol nem tudok bemenni ezek szerint. Éjszaka. Akkor vissza kell mennem még a pagonyelfek közé is. Aztán végre kimehetünk a külső részekre. Legközelebb videóig búcsúzom tőletek. Sziasztok!